morning, Lawton Chiles, Chiles. This is Jack with today's news live at 7:45 on April 25th, 2019.
Hello, my name is Madison. Today is day 154 of the 2018-2019 school year. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Cheetah's character trait for this month is courtesy. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule. Our PTA kindness quote this week is, "You will be remembered for your kindness."
Here's Daphne and Mr. T with some special announcements.
Good morning, Lawton Chiles Elementary. Today is Thursday, April the 25th. We are continuing with our Earth Day week, ladies and gentlemen. And today, behind me, I think a video has popped, not a video, but a screenshot has popped up, a picture of the water bottle filling station. And believe it or not, guys, if you have seen it or not, this is at our school. And it's in the cafeteria. And it's over, when you come into the cafeteria, that first line, the lunch line, kind of by the teacher's lounge, where the water fountain, I guess it's still there, but we have the water bottle station there. But that is there, so if you have a water bottle that you brought to school, you can't do it during the school day, like if you're in class, hey, can I go get water, and you walk down to the cafeteria. Don't do that. But if you bring your water bottle to the cafeteria, you can go over and fill that up. Make sure you're raising your hand and asking. But on there is something really cool. It has like a little digital monitor, and it shows you however many gallons it uses to fill up water bottles. It shows you how many actual plastic water bottles you're saving. So that's really neat. So you can kind of look at that and, just kind of make a connection there. So
we're already over 1,000 bottles.
Are we over 1,000 bottles? Deputy Brown just said. And it hasn't been there that long. So that's a lot of water bottles, guys. But that goes along with our Earth Day and recycling and reusing. Also, we're going to have a video playing at the end of announcements. There's a couple things I want you to think about while you're watching that video. I'm not going to do a trivia today, but just think about how many tons of plastic enter the Earth's oceans every year, and think about what percentage of plastic isn't recycled. You don't need to send me anything. Don't send me any responses, but just think about those questions as you're watching those videos. And it's really amazing, I'll be honest with you. It's actually shocking to see how much plastic and things get thrown away and then where it ends up, and that's the things that we don't really think about on a daily basis. So just think about that as we are protecting our Mother Earth and, learn some new facts there. All right, well, that's it for me. We have Daphne here with our word of the day and fun fact of the day.
The word of the day is knack. It means a natural ability, a clever or skillful way of doing something. A sentence using the word knack is, Daphne has a knack for synchronized swimming. Our fun fact for today is, the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado has over 200 protected ponderosa pine trees. These trees were historically used for food and medicine by American Indian tribes, and it is the only grove of trees on the National Register of Historic Places. Mount Rainier in Washington is a large active stratovolcano. It is considered one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world.
I'm not sure what a stratovolcano is. It's just big, yeah. And I was kind of chuckling to myself when you read the word knack. That is correct the way you spelled it, but it looks like knack with a K. The K silent, right? Yeah, I guess so. All right, good job, Daphne. All right, well, boys and girls, back to our anchors.
Announcements for today are book fair today from 7:30 a.m. until 2:45 p.m. Don't forget family movie night tomorrow in the cafeteria. Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet will be the featured movie.
Now for birthdays. Today's birthdays are Ariana and Mr. Ford's class, Isabella and Mr. Bozart's class. They share their birthday with jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald and actor Paul Cena. Have a happy birthday.
Here is Henry with today's weather.
The weather for today is sunny. There's a 0% chance of rain. The high for today is 88 with the low 67. Have a great day. Back to you.
Lunch for today is chicken and waffles, toasted turkey caprices, maple glazed chicken salad with tortilla chips, sweet potato tots, Southwest succotash, mixed up fruit cup, seasonal fresh fruit, milk.
Lunch for tomorrow is chicken penne primo with garlic knots, fresh baked pizza, Classy Clark salad with cranberries with tortilla chips or garlic knots, lemon herb pole beans, garden side salad, frozen fruit treat, seasoned with fresh fruit, milk.
That's the news, Cheetahs.
Have an awesome day.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
This is the story of 3 plastic bottles, empty and discarded. Their journeys are about to diverge, with outcomes that impact nothing less than the fate of the planet. But they weren't always this way. To understand where these bottles end up, we must first explore their origins. The heroes of our story were conceived in this oil refinery. The plastic in their bodies was formed by chemically bonding oil and gas molecules together to make monomers. In turn, these monomers were bonded into long polymer chains to make plastic, in the form of millions of pellets. Those were melted at manufacturing plants and reformed in molds to create the resilient material that makes up the triplets' bodies. Machines filled the bottles with sweet, bubbly liquid, and they were then wrapped, shipped, bought, opened, consumed, and unceremoniously discarded. And now here they lie, poised at the edge of the unknown. Bottle 1, like hundreds of millions of tons of his plastic brethren, ends up in a landfill. This huge dump expands each day as more trash comes in and continues to take up space. As plastics sit there being compressed amongst layers of other junk, rainwater flows through the waste and absorbs the water-soluble compounds it contains, and some of those are highly toxic. Together, they create a harmful stew called leachate, which can move into groundwater, soil, and streams, poisoning ecosystems and harming wildlife. It can take Bottle 1 an agonizing 1,000 years to decompose. Bottle 2's journey is stranger, but unfortunately no happier. He floats on a trickle that reaches a stream that flows into a river, and a river that reaches the ocean. After months lost at sea, he's slowly drawn into a massive vortex where trash accumulates, a place known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Here, the ocean's currents have trapped millions of pieces of plastic debris. This is one of 5 plastic-filled gyres in the world's seas, places where the pollutants turn the water into a cloudy plastic soup. Some animals, like seabirds, get entangled in the mess. They and others mistake the brightly colored plastic bits for food. Plastic makes them feel full when they're not, so they starve to death and pass the toxins from the plastic up the food chain. For example, it's eaten by lanternfish. The lanternfish are eaten by squid. The squid are eaten by tuna. And the tuna are eaten by us. And most plastics don't biodegrade, which means they're destined to break down into smaller and smaller pieces called microplastics, which might rotate in the sea eternally. But Bottle 3 is spared the cruel purgatories of his brothers. A truck brings him to a plant where he and his companions are squeezed flat and compressed into a block. Okay, this sounds pretty bad too, but hang in there. It gets better. The blocks are shredded into tiny pieces, which are washed and melted so they become the raw materials that can be used again. As if by magic, Bottle 3 is now ready to be reborn as something completely new. For this bit of plastic with such humble origins, suddenly, the sky is the limit.